Hello, faith leaders, and welcome to Breaktime. Today, Psalm 3, 1 through 3 says, Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying to me, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. Oh, can't you just see how David is concerned about his foes, about his trouble? He's such a courageous leader. He went with the Lord. Wherever the Lord directed him to go, he went. He was being chased even by his enemies. And yet he didn't give up strength. He realized his situation. He saw the enemies, encamped around him. And yet he looked at the Lord. He had the courage to say to the Lord, but yet, Lord, you are my shield. You are the one that's going to lift me up. Oh, Western civilization, Americans. I think oftentimes when I read something like this and see such a courageous leader, I'm thinking, what do we need shielded for in America? When I wake up in the morning, what am I asking God to shield me? How am I asking God to protect me? I don't have enemies chasing me. I don't have physical people chasing me around, but we're so safe, so protected in the world that we live in. It's almost sad in some ways because we pray for God's protection as we drive down the interstate. I get that, to protect us, to keep us safe. But I'm talking about when we're out in service for the Lord. Are we asking God to protect us from the danger, to keep us from danger? David didn't ask him to keep him from danger. He asked him to protect him in the midst of danger. Do you understand the difference, what I'm saying? Because I think through suffering, through David's persecution, through hardships, through his trials, is where him and the Lord drew as one, came as, in the same story it is with Paul, through the persecutions, through the suffering. But oftentimes in America, I think sometimes we want to forfeit the suffering and get the shield of God around us. And almost that shield of God around us can be equated with prosperity if we're not careful. And that's what I'm sensing. That's the tension that I'm feeling when I read this passage in my own heart, because I'm thinking, Lord, yes, shield me, but from what? From the opinion of man, from fear, from anxiety. Those are things, yes, that we need protection from. And you walk into your workplace every day as a light for him. And yes, you need shielded. Not from the danger, not from the persecution necessarily. You need your heart shielded and protected, that you do not allow the enemy to determine your next steps. Only the Lord. That's our biggest shield. That's what we need protected from, is the ways of the world pushing us into their mold and keeping us safe, yet at the forfeit of following the Lord. Oh, friends, walk courageously and boldly with God today, and have a blessed, courageous day.